From a small garage in Seattle, he built a company that grew into a $1.6 trillion empire, Amazon, to outsmart its rivals. He chose Amazon in 180,000 customers. Jeff Bezos, its person of the year. In 1994, one man walked away from a secure Wall Street job and bet everything on an idea that most people thought was insane. At that time, only 14 million people worldwide used the internet. Online shopping barely existed, but he believed the future of retail wasn't in malls or stores, it was on computer screens. That man was Jeff Bezos. And from a small garage in Seattle, he built a company that grew into a $1.6 trillion empire, reshaping global retail, technology, and even how the internet itself works. But how did a tiny online bookstore rise to dominate nearly every industry it touched? And what secret business model allowed Amazon to outsmart its rivals, survive near bankruptcy, and become one of the most powerful companies in history? This is not just Amazon's story. It is a master class in vision, risk-taking, and strategy. Welcome to Case Capital, where we decode the biggest business empires, financial strategies, and untold stories of success. If you are passionate about startups, money, and innovation, you are in the right place. The birth of Amazon. In 1994, Jeff Bezos quit his job at D.E. Shaw to chase a bold idea, an online bookstore. At first, he wanted to name it Cadabra, but it sounded too much like cadaver. Eventually, he chose Amazon, inspired by the world's largest river, symbolizing scale and ambition. From his garage in Seattle, Bezos and his small team packed books by hand. To save costs, he even made desks out of wooden doors, a frugality Amazon is still famous for today. By 1995, Amazon's website was live. Within a year, it had 180,000 customers. By 1997, revenues reached $148 million, and Amazon went public, raising $54 million in its initial public offerings. In his first shareholder letter, Bezos made his vision clear. Amazon would prioritize long-term growth over short-term profit. By 1998, revenue soared to $600 million. And in 1999, Time magazine named Jeff Bezos its person of the year. The flywheel effect. Amazon's secret weapon was the flywheel strategy. Lower prices attracted more customers attracted more sellers increased product variety, more variety improved customer experience. This self-reinforcing loop spun faster each year. Every dollar of profit was reinvested into lowering prices, building warehouses, and speeding up delivery. During the dot-com crash in 2001, Amazon's stock collapsed from $107 to just $6. Many called it Amazon.com bomb. But Bezos doubled down on the flywheel, and by 2004, revenues hit $6.9 billion. If you are enjoying this breakdown of Amazon's rise, make sure to hit the like button. It really helps us bring you more deep dives like this. Big bets and innovations. Amazon's rise was not luck. It was built on bold, risky bets. One-click purchase, 1999. Patented by Amazon, making checkout frictionless and boosting sales. Customer reviews. Introduced even for negative feedback, shocking traditional retailers, but loved by customers. Prime, 2005. Free 2-day shipping. Critics thought it would kill profits. Instead, it created loyalty. Today, 230+ million members spend nearly double compared to non-members. AWS, 2006. What started as an internal tool became the backbone of the internet. In 2023, AWS generated $90+ billion, powering Netflix, NASA, and government agencies. Kindle, 2007, launched at zero hardware profit but locked users into Amazon's ebook ecosystem. Kindle became the #1 e-reader. Echo and Alexa, 2014, pioneered voice AI at home, giving Amazon valuable customer behavior data. Not every bet succeeded. The Fire Phone, 2014, was a total flop. Amazon restaurants failed. And in India, Flipkart's early lead forced Amazon into a duopoly. But as Bezos said, failure is the price of invention. Amazon's business model. Amazon makes money through two main models. 1P, first party. Amazon buys and sells directly. Low margins due to logistics. 3P, third-party marketplace. Independent sellers use Amazon's platform, and Amazon takes a commission. This model is highly profitable and low risk. By 2018, 58% of Amazon's sales came from third-party sellers. Other revenue streams include AWS Cloud, the biggest profit engine, subscriptions, Prime, Audible, Kindle Unlimited, over $35 billion annually. Advertising. Amazon's ad business reached $38 billion in 2022, making it the third largest ad platform after Google and Meta. Financial growth. For nearly 20 years, Amazon was mocked for being unprofitable. But Bezos kept reinvesting in scale. 2010 revenue, $34 billion. 2015 revenue, $107 billion. First consistent profits. 2020 revenue, $386 billion. 2022 revenue, $513 billion. The COVID-19 pandemic supercharged growth. In 2020 alone, Amazon hired 400,000 new employees, the fastest hiring spree in corporate history. Challenges and the road ahead. But Amazon's story isn't over. It faces serious challenges. Competition from Walmart, Shopify, Temu, and Shein. Labor strikes and union pressures. Government regulations and antitrust cases. Environmental criticism over its carbon footprint. To stay ahead, Amazon must invest further in AI, automation, and robotics to cut costs and speed up delivery. Expand aggressively in India, Africa, and Southeast Asia, the next billion consumers. Strengthen sustainability efforts to counter criticism. Innovate in healthcare, groceries, and entertainment trillion-dollar industries waiting to be disrupted. Amazon's journey is more than a company case study. It is a story of bold vision, relentless innovation, and long-term thinking. From a small garage selling books to a $1.6 trillion empire, Amazon has redefined what's possible in business. So I shall leave you with this question. Is Amazon truly unstoppable? Or will its own size and power become its biggest enemy? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Case Capital